Just a fool, I thought I knew you act different when you pop too. I hope these words get through to you. I hope these words get through to you.
YouTube! What's good, everybody? Affectionate. Today I'm back with another video. Now today, we got the New York Giants defensive ebook. We're gonna be going over it, full breakdowns. Probably break this up into two parts, but mainly, first things first, I'll be showing you guys how to just what you can do. So first off, right, main thing is nickel 245. We're gonna go over this first. Nickel 245 double A gap, right? You want to sub in safeties at linebacker right here. You want your fastest guys at the edge, right on this edge spot right here, left end, and this right end spot, because those are the guys that's going to be coming in most, or they're going to be going on basically coverage if you decide to, right? So also let me do this right here and then this right here. Okay, that works. Okay, so boom, right? Nickel 245 level A gap. The main plays is mid blitz, and then we're gonna be over Will 3 buzz. But for this, just want to show you this real quick, right? Will 3 buzz against so we're gonna be defending trips tight end, right? Against trip tight end, you mainly want to go into Will 3 buzz just because you can basically blitz out of it and have max coverage. But for this, I'm gonna show you this that you don't have to do it for, versus most players. You can actually just come out in mid blitz, right? And then you can basically just dominate them. So for instance, all you want to do is just press, crash up, spread your D line, bring this safety that's all manned up to the running back, right? And just sit him right here, right? And put your user in the blitz, right? The one thing you want to do is you want to engage slightly and then basically run and guard the running back, right? So for instance, the running back is probably going to be on a flat route or angle route. So only two routes, or an option route. Those are the only three routes that people put their running back on most of the time. Wheel route as well, but if they see man coverage, the only three routes that be man coverage is going to be the option and the angle, and the flat route is just going to be there just in case your user is on that, and or you try to get cute and don't man up the running back. They'll probably put the flat route out first, right? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to engage and then run to the running back, right? So first thing, that's all you want to do, just run, boom, run to the running back. I got stuck on the lineman because I basically pretty much came through, and that comes in super fast. Now these linebackers are pretty slow, you know what I'm saying? I'm using the Bengals, right? But right, you don't really have to engage. Like, you don't have to deep engage unless they're blocking 6, like versus 5. Since you're already sending 6, you really don't have to engage crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just immediately run into the running back, boom, that outside guy comes in. If you engage for like 1/4 of a second, then basically like a half a second, 1/4 of a second, if you engage, then basically, yeah, like a half of a second, then both guys gonna come in free. And when both guys come in free, that's when you can cause fumbles, etc., right? If they have strip specialists, if the outside guys have strip specialists, they can cause fumbles. So you just spread, just press, spread, and then crash up. Right now, boom, right there, run to the running back, boom, right there. So that's the first thing. And if he throws to the running back, you just make a tackle, right? If they even get like 5-6 yards, they just make a tackle. Now what I like to do, right, sometimes you don't even have to press if you don't want to, but sometimes what I like to do is this right here: press, spread, crash up, right? And then blitz my user. Now this is what I like to do, right? Put this linebacker, outside linebacker, over there in a hard flat, right? It's a little bonus, right? Put him in a hard flat, right? And then now you're going to be sending 5 versus 5, but you're going to basically be engaging a little bit longer, right? So basically what's going to happen is, now if they send 5 routes out, you're going to engage for a little bit longer to get the outside left linebacker to come in. So you want to move, hover to the left slightly, like right here, like not when you, not to, yeah, like right there, so you don't bump him. So you hover right there, and then all you're going to do is you're going to engage, and then the outside guy is going to come in. And then if that running back, there's, like I said, there's only 2 routes that really, there are 3 routes that are going to go on: flat, option, angle. Now, right, like I said, right, if he goes on a flat, your hard flat is going to guard that. If he goes on an option, your hard flat is pretty much going to guard it. He's going to just sit at the middle, basically, like he's going to run a curl. He's not going to run outside as an option, right? And then, or he might run an option because I'm manned up on him, so he might actually run an option into the flat route, right? Or I'm not sure how that works, but because I'm actually manned up on him. So, or if he runs an angle route, remember, he runs an angle route, he has to run it out, and then he runs into the middle of the field. I'm right here engaging, I'm engaging, and then I'm gonna back off. So he's gonna run straight into me, my user, and then you can basically get a bait, a nice little lurk, and bait them into throwing a pick, right? So that's why I like this little hard flash, a little extra setup, and because they still gonna think that you're sending, so they could, because honestly, if they quickly throw to the running back, right, and you can't get over there in time, they can pick up like 20 yards sometimes. So especially if that safety that's above, if the tight end is not going on a route that's over there and there's no safety help, they can actually, if they're fast enough with like a fast running back and you get stuck on your line, sometimes they'll be able to get a lot of yards. So I like to engage, let that guy come out. So if they ran the angle route, I would basically be coming in free. Now that's the two setups that are really bread and butter, honestly, and this is just for guarding trips, but it's for guarding anything. Also, if they do block 6, right, that's what most people do, they'll start blocking and running back. Before this is what they're gonna start doing. They're gonna start blocking the running back, then they start blocking their running back and tight end, and then they're gonna motion over. So that's the things to do. And this is regs, works in regs, works in MUT, even works better in MUT, because remember, MUT has sheds. So if they magically, right, they pick, they ID everybody, they ID the linebackers, they do whatever they want to do, block 7. Remember, you have sheds. So after everybody engages, everybody's gonna start shedding anyway. So so if they block 6, what you want to do when they block 6 is you want to engage a little bit longer, just so everybody's gonna come through. So if they block 6, hover a little bit on the left right here, and then engage a little bit longer. And I sent myself by accident because I got stuck. I tried to engage a little bit longer, but obviously I have to put my hand in the other controller, and then yeah, but you don't want to do that, just because even if they block 6 and pick up everybody, right, 6 versus 6, and you just want to be out there, because if you see a man beating route that's like something like the tight end crosser, something like a running maybe an inside crosser from B route, or a slant or a zig or something like that, you don't want to you want to be able to go guard that even if they pick up the 6. So like I said, if they block their running back, spread, crash up, right, and then what you want to do is you want to just engage a little bit longer. Even if they pick everybody up, there's nothing open, you know what I'm saying, and then they shed. So even if they perhaps pick everybody up, right, which it doesn't really happen too often, I was just labbing this and it really wasn't getting picked up as long as I engaged a little bit longer. Press, crash up, that's all it is, just press, crash up. Sometimes you don't even have to press if you don't like pressing. And then they block their running back, right, engage a little bit longer, and right guy comes in free. You just have to engage a little bit long, but not too long to the point where you get stuck. It's a little bit tricky, but that's mid blitz. This is why I say we're gonna go over versus trips tight end, will 3 buzz, but versus mid blitz, you want to basically always be doing this first, just to show your opponent like, yo, you're a bum. I want to see if you can stop mid blitz, and if you can't stop mid blitz, then I'll show you guys what you can do versus trips tight end with will 3 buzz. All right, so boom, right, we got next thing we got for people that don't like to actually use man coverage to scheme and blitz out of, this is a heavy blitz offense, right? Heavy blitz defense. So basically, will 3 buzz, right? It's heavy blitz and then max coverage behind it to basically show you guys, you know what I'm saying, you can get freaky on defense, you know what I'm saying, a little AO, but not really too much AO. Just let it, you know, you can get freaky on defense, right? So boom, right? So first things first, right? All you want to do is just press, spread your D line. You don't even have to crash up. Now, I feel like crashing up is better. But if you crash up, what's gonna happen is that you see that that linebacker right here that's in the seam. If you crash up, he's gonna basically go into a blitz. So you don't have to crash up, but if you do crash up, you're gonna have to re-blitz him. Just know that, right? Blitz your user, re-zone him. Blitz your user, boom. Now for this, right, you don't have to do anything, but I would probably shade underneath, because you know you're going to basically be sending, it's going to be 5 versus 5 and you're engaged. So this is versus 5 routes. You want to take out everything early underneath. And what you're going to do is you're going to run down, engage, and then boom. Left side is going to come in screaming. And you had the flat on the right for the table route. You have the flat on the left for if they try to do a speed out from the inside, a motioned over speed out, a zig route, something like that. If they try to do a speed out from the solo side, X receiver, like, you have all of the underneath stuff taken care of, and by the time the blitz comes, they can't do anything else. So all you want to do is just press, crash up. Like press, spread your line. You don't have to crash up, right? You don't have to crash up. Just blitz your user and then stand slightly to the left of his helmet, right? Line up, shoulder to head. Pause? That kind of sounds weird. I don't know if that's a pause, but yeah. This is all. And then, like I said, if you want to crash up, I think that's better. But see what works for you, and then re-seam flat that guy, and then just hard flat. You can keep them in seams if you want, if you don't want to hard flat it, but I would just shade underneath. So basically you're gonna have hard flats and 3 deep blues, and then you're gonna basically guard the middle of the field and corner routes, right? Corner routes will beat you, but it doesn't matter, because look at what's gonna happen. You're gonna basically be engaging. You're gonna engage for a second, and then left side is gonna come screaming, right? And if they throw that tight end route, if you have a safety there, you can get a jump on that. They would have to wait till it goes more to the sideline to throw it. If they have the middle of the field, you have with the in routes, you have you're able to actually guard those in routes. Now what happens if you want to send 6, right? Let's say they start blocking their running back, right? And now they block your running back, we got to counter for everything, right? You just press, right? You crash down instead to basically blitz that linebacker, that outside linebacker basically, and then you blitz your user, right? Spread your D line. Remember, spread your D line first. It's just press, spread your D line, blitz your user. That's the main setup. And then for sending 6, you want to crash down. Now for sending 6, remember now the whole right side flat is going to be open. So if they immediately just quick hike that running back route and on the table route, they're gonna get a few yards, because your deep blue is gonna be the only man to tackle them, right? But on the left side, you don't have you only have the seam flat. But if they do something like a quick slant or something like that, or maybe a hitch, like a quick hitch from B, what you want to do, let's say they try to bait your user, right? You put a hitch on B or a hitch on Y, right? And then put the running back on the table route. So wherever you don't go, they throw to the opposite side, right? Because that's their quick read versus zone blitz, right? You know what I'm saying? That's in all the trips ebooks. Like basically quick reads on 2 sides versus zone blitzing to whatever user doesn't go to, you throw to the other one. All right, okay, we understand. Put this guy in the vert hook right here, right? So anything like a little quick on that little side, even though they might be able to throw it like on a low ball possession, it's not going to get anything big on the yardage. And then what you're going to do on the middle of you're going to guard the right flat quickly, and then the middle of the field, right? Anything in the middle. So boom, that's your like your zone responsibility. So right, boom, right here, set up, and then all you want to do is engage for a second. Actually, I almost got a free user rush in. I tried to engage and it just let me go straight through. And then usually the right guy's gonna come in for this, but sometimes the left guy comes in. So just like I said, press, boom, crash down, blitz your user, spread your line, boom, right here, right, and then hover right here. Engage just for a second. Remember to vert hook that guy if you want, optional. And then boom, right there, come down. I didn't block the running back, but both of them came screaming in. My apologies. Boom, right there, right there. So press, spread your line, crash down, blitz your user, stand right here, right in front of him, then right to the left, right there, boom, right there, perfect. And then you're gonna engage. I'm engaging too much. I'm trying to engage it, like clicking and engage, but it's literally just pulling me all the way down because I have my user in a blitz. But yeah, you see, they coming in free, coming in hot, easy. Right linebacker usually comes in hot, and especially if you are, especially if you have a right linebacker that's really fast. So, right, like I say again. This is the setup. This is how it's going to look. And then let's say they block the running back. You engage, boom, come back. He actually got picked up there. Okay, that's actually decent. He actually got picked up there because I clicked off and I didn't engage too long. You have to engage a little bit, like a half a second. Just about a half a second. So yeah, spread, crash down, blitz your user. I didn't engage too long. I tried to just immediately click in and run back faster. Oh, my bad. Click in and run back faster, and then he actually got picked up. So sometimes if you will get picked up, remember you still have 4 bodies out there and your user. And that's versus 4 players. So like I said, right there, gonna engage, and then boom, screen. And you see how the running back was there, but because I engaged, it pulled him up for a little bit, and then he looked like this, like he's in headlights, deer in headlights, and then right outside linebacker come in. So that's Will Buzz 3 part 1. Now, easy setup number 2. Now, after you started blitzing them, and then now you can always throw in the blitz. Remember, but this is what you want to have. Like, just you might send the blitz when first down. Obviously, you want to blitz on 3rd down. I feel like you should always send the dogs on late downs, but if you want to blitz something like third and long, you know what I'm saying? But then you want to mix up something, maybe you want to get a mix in coverage. You want to mix in coverage, right? So first thing first, like always, press shade up, basically to put the seams and curls. You want the to have your curl flats on 25-yard zone drops right here. And then what you want to do, blitz your user as always. Put double tap right D-pad to put your inside linebackers or safeties in a hard flat. Double tap right D-pad, bring it up, bring up the right stick to the right, hard flat, double tap D-pad, right D-pad, A, and then right stick to the right, hard flat. So now you have basically a Mabel coverage, I think that's what it's called, basically a hard flat and a curl flat on both sides, right? This is basically the best way to attack trips, hard flat and curl flat on both sides, and you're still hovering and you're blitzing your defense basically to still show that, and blitzing your user basically for more speed, and you're just showing that, you're gonna get more sheds too, but you're just showing them the same look. So then they might block a running back, you know what I'm saying? And now it's 4 versus, how many is that in coverage? 3, 6, you know what I'm saying? And your user, so it's 4 versus 6, you know what I'm saying? 4 versus 7, and then, or they might block the running back and the tight end, and now it's 3 versus 7, right? And if they do perhaps get open versus you, that's your fault, you know what I'm saying? 3 routes versus 7 guys in coverage. You gotta use or something. Don't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be running around doing something. So same thing, engage a little bit, come back, boom, what you want to guard. In route, I got that one, I got this one, sack. Easy money. So that's, and now because you have flats on both sides, your responsibility is pretty easy. It's just the middle of the field, nothing too crazy. Don't try to be a hero and start running to the route, taking the corner route all the way to the corner, leaving the middle of the field open. You got routes over there. If they get a low ball in between the curl and the hard flat, let them be. They got a good throw, good read, but don't try to be a hero. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 flats on each side, guard the middle of the field. So press, shade up, right Y, right stick up, boom, right, and then right on the D-pad, press X, right stick to the right on the D-pad, press A, right stick to the right, hard flat, boom, and then blitz your user. Easy money. Come down here every single time just to show them that, hey, you know what I'm saying, I might be blitzing you. So, and then let's say they block their running back this time, right, and let's say they do something like a motioned over slant. Let's say something like that, right? Boom, what you guarding? Got the slant right here, got the in route, boom, sack. Easy money. That's all it is. It's very simple. This is an easy, you know what I'm saying? This is pretty easy. It's not really too many adjustments. It's just shade up, press, hard flat your inside safety on both on each side, and then just blitz your user. I don't think that's too hard, you know what I'm saying? Not too complicated. And then just guard everything. Boom, right there, guard everything, and then the shed will come. The shed will definitely come. So that's easy. And yeah, the third setup, coverage setup, is pretty simple. All you want to do is just press, spread your defensive line. All you want to do is man up the running back to the opposite linebacker. That's right here. Obviously, you come down every single time and make your adjustments at the bottom. Even if you get quick snap, you just want to show that you're basically, you know what I'm saying, the same look. I'm blitzing. You don't want to come down, you know what I'm saying, and not look like you're blitzing and just stand up here when you're not blitzing. It's blatantly obvious you can blitz. So boom, right here. Come right here, man up the opposite running back, linebacker to the linebacker, opposite linebacker to the running back, opposite side, the same side, linebacker to the tight end. Poppy, cat, buddy, come here, buddy. All right, so yeah, and then all you want to do is put this outside linebacker in a vert hook or a spy, and the spy is kind of a little bit better just in case because you're only going to be sending 2 here. Pressure does come in versus with 2, but I like the spy better just in case you can send it better than the vert hook. But the vert hook, you can also put him in a vert hook, and then you have everything in the middle. So now you can actually go and you can guard this middle, right? And then if the tight end is on like a seam, a drag, or something like that, a crosser, he's crossman, and then you have the seam over on that side. You can also shade over the top if you want instead and have curls. But the seams are good because they're weird match coverage flats. And yeah, so you'll have this is how it's gonna look to guard something. Okay, I see this BO coming over the middle, and then now I would guard B, and you see the running back angle route. The running back angle route beats the man late. Like, it's not gonna beat it immediately how a normal if this inside linebacker A would be manned up to it. But the X actually is gonna hold it long enough to where that vert hook is actually gonna be able to guard that angle route. For instance, like this is curl fat, like I said, so like I didn't say, but so boom, right there, this is the setup. Easy, man up the left middle linebacker to the running back, right middle linebacker to the A. Put the outside linebacker left on a vert hook. Man up your user, and blitz your user, and then what you're guarding, I'm looking something, I see this route right here, and then that linebacker got stuck, but obviously if they throw it, the vert hook is there to make a tackle or make a play on the ball. You know what I'm saying? If he has acrobat, he's able to make a tackle or a play on the ball, that is all you really want. You know what I'm saying? That is all you really want. You want to be able to basically be in put your players in positions to make a play on the ball. If you have a man and then a zone that is near the man, it's going to be a tight window throw. Even if they do get it, it's going to be something that they're not going to want to throw every single time. So look, you see how he holds him? You see how he holds him long enough? Like because he's cross-manned, he holds him long enough. That's the only thing that's bad, is that sometimes you want to send like your seam flat or somebody. Hopefully it sends your seam flat or your vert hook, because hopefully it doesn't send like one of your deep zones, because this game is weird. But yeah, if there's no pressure that comes, but it's not MUT, so there's usually in MUT you can get pressure with 2, but in here sometimes in regs and stuff like that, practice mode, pressure with 2 doesn't come that often. So basically what's gonna happen is if you're sending 2, sometimes you won't get pressure. So look, like you see this, boom, boom, pressure actually comes with 2. Easy money. And that's it. That's what Brook 3 set up. And that's just to guard like stuff like curl flat or stuff where they put the running back on angle routes, because the running back cross man with the angle route from the inside linebacker does a better job than manning him up with the not cross man with the right out inside linebacker. Sound a little bit weird, but I'll show you guys. You know what I'm saying? I like to show you guys, because if I man up this guy to the angle route, right, he gets toasted a little bit more. I'll show you guys real quick. Just look at how he kind of gets toasted. You see how he gets completely like toasted? The other one is a little bit. Now I'll show you guys this one. Hold on, I'll show you guys this one. Right, I'll show you guys this one now. See how he like? He kind of got toasted the same way. All right, I'm out of here. Now this is how the last setup is gonna look, and I'm gonna show you how to get it right here. This is for X spots when they have the motion over post with the crosser, with the streak, with the zig. This is basically to bag everything, right? Show you 2 types of ways you can run this. You can run it like this with the cloud flat, or you can run it with the seam, and I'll show you guys a little trick with this cross man. So basically what's gonna happen is now everything is pretty much bagged. Boom, like that. Boom, right? So I don't want to switch teams, and I don't have a crosser route on this this tight end right here, so I'm gonna simulate a crosser by having a deep end route, because he's basically going in that direction. Let's simulate it, right? So boom, for instance, basically put this zig and then put the streak, so it's a sort of a cross, and then you have the wheel route or the option route, you know what I'm saying, like people like to have, right, with the running back, or the option route, right, you know what I'm saying, whatever they like to do, right? So for instance, for this, first you come out of Wheel Buck 3, and all you want to do is shade down and shade over the top, right? Now so you have that cloud. That's how you get the cloud over there with this setup. Obviously press man up Y to Y, basically because that's the X spot route, the deep post that everybody likes to run. Put this inside linebacker to the right, the inside right linebacker to inside left linebacker in a hard flat. Put this outside left linebacker in a curl flat, zone dropped, and then blitz your user, stand right here. Make sure you come right here and do your adjustments right here, instead of, even if you keep moving and you know what I'm saying, every time you do your adjustments, but so you don't stand right here, do your adjustments, and then run down here. Makes it pretty obvious. Any good player can tell when you're changing, when you're not doing something the same. They know you're doing something different. So this is what it's going to be like. Got a Mabel coverage on the left, and then you have a cloud flat on the right, and then all you have to really guard is the middle of the field and short middle. They can throw to their hard flat, their flat running back route. They can throw like an option running back route that just sits right here. That is going to be open. That's why the option route is really good. But then anything over the middle is you. The corner route to the tight end is not going to be open. The cloud flat's going to do a good job of like holding it. They might have a window where they can low ball it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an outside linebacker and it's not actually a safety, you can low ball it in, and your safety won't, like a DB won't play it, but you know what I'm saying, a DB will play, but a linebacker won't. Risky throw. or it might just get sixth, but they can throw the wheel route, they can throw the option route that sits as a curl, they can throw running back curls, they can throw running back wheels early. Yeah, so boom, right here, this is what it's gonna look like. You see the boom, okay, I didn't motion over that post, and then you're sending 3, so you're still having decent pressure. So I'm gonna get ready. So boom, press hard flat, cloud flat by shading up, man up, Y to Y, X hard flat, X curl flat, and then basically all you want to do is come down here, sit right here, and then with the motioned over X spot, right? For instance, I'll show right here, right? This is what people like to do, right? They like to do something like this, right? And then that's gonna be like that, right? And then hike it, boom, right there. Nothing really is open, right? Only thing is open is the scramble, and if they do scramble, because obviously that's the scramble, that's what's really gonna be open. Boom, that's everything's bagged. Now the other setup you can do is basically this, which is basically press, man up this guy to Y, which is easier. Put the left inside linebacker in a hard flat, outside linebacker in a curl, and then you leave the seam flat. Now, when you leave the seam flat, what you are gonna have to do is guard that running back to the that running back. You're gonna have to guard that. My bad. Sheesh. You're gonna have to guard the running back. You're gonna have to guard the running back. The reason why is because the running back is gonna be basically be on wheel routes, flat routes. You're gonna have to guard that yourself, and then guard the middle of the field. So now, like I said, the slot corner is cross manned, and then you have a Mabel coverage on the left, and then you have a seam flat on the right. Now I'm gonna show you guys this one, but what I like personally, right? So what am I guarding? Everything's pretty much bagged. You see how the seam flat basically just matched up to the tight end all the way to the left side. The seam flats are like match coverages, match flats that have weird principles. They're a little, you know what I'm saying, they're a little wacky. But what I like with this, I like something like, well, you can try this, you know what I'm saying. You can obviously play with it a little bit, do what fits you better. But instead of putting the seam flat, what I do is bluff blitz that seam flat. Now it's gonna play like more of like a spy, and then it'll match up, like it won't immediately match up to the tight end, because you know if the tight end's on a crosser, you have your curl flat going to that direction, right? But it won't immediately match up to the tight end. What it'll do is it'll play as like a spy, and then it'll match to the running back. So I'll show you guys, for instance. So let's say if the running back is like on an option route, right? Right here. Boom. Show you guys this. So something like this. And obviously you can play with it, decide what you want to do. But this is 2 options that you can do right there. See how like he kind of like manned up to it, even though he's in a bluff blitz, but he stayed on that option route better than what, you know what I'm saying, man coverage will actually do. And that's what I like. Now I'm gonna show you guys if the running back is on like I'll show you guys if the running back is like on a swing route or a wheel, well, let's say a wheel route, right? I like it because he kind of guards the running back. He kind of mans up to the running back instead of manning up to the motioned over the wrong guy. He mans up to the running back instead of manning up to the tight end, which is what I like with the bluff blitz seam flat. Just a little extra, you know what I'm saying, mix in. People kind of won't really realize that, like, what you're doing, because they'll be like, why is he matching sometimes, and then he's playing weird in certain routes, because obviously seam flats have different principles, and you know what I'm saying. I didn't actually cross man this guy. Oh my god. All right, so make sure you do man this up early if you want to run this setup, this defensive setup, because, and obviously adjust to what they're doing, you know what I'm saying. It's pretty obvious, but yeah, if you're gonna run this defensive setup, make sure you man him up before he motions over, so he's in a cross man, right? So with this, so he's cross man now. So then you just stand right here, and with this bluff blitz, now this running back is in a wheel, and the seam flat is bluff blitzed, right? So what's gonna happen is like this. Look at what happens right here. He kind of just goes to him, right? And then everything's pretty much guarded. So that's why I like this. I like the bluff blitz seam flat, because then he starts to guard the running back, because immediately he would guard the tight end, because there's no real routes over there. So, but then with the bluff blitz seam flat, he guards the running back. That's what I like. But yeah, that's it for this part 1 to this New York Giants defensive ebook. We'll go over attacking bunch in part 2, defending bunch. I mean, attacking it from a defensive perspective, and then we'll go over a couple other things. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.